The memes, they be coming out of my brain now. It's taken me a week, and it's sad because it was so easy to come up with the meme of the storm. And everybody else is doing it, and it just never dawned on me that I had the thing right there sitting in the shed that would be the ultimate meme for Tropical Storm Debbie. I just had it sitting there, just waiting. I had the flags, the inflatable Christmas tree cake.
What we need to do now is put your outfit on, and you just go stand on the, like you're getting like.
Oh, I got it. Oh, tomorrow. Thank you. That will be tomorrow. Because yes. Thank you. I totally forgot I had that too.
Your creative juices were just getting started, and then it
it's
just bled
been
over
a week.
to my brain.
I don't know. It's something about this week just did not. I don't know why, because we always come up with great memes. I mean, shout out to Linda Savick down at the Outer Banks Myrtle Lodge, because she always comes up with the marquee of the storm.
Right. What does it say?
Oh gosh, what does it say? Because I got it zoomed down, and if I try to zoom it out, I'm trying to think here how I can.
You put it on your.
It's all it's on the Outer Banks Myrtle Lodge Facebook page. I can't read. What? We don't need a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, that's right. I did see that.
Yeah, yes, the Debbie Downer. Oh, I meant to get the sound effect
from Saturday Night Live.
Yes, so I was meant to have the Debbie Downer sound effect. That's all right.
Oh Lord, you killed me.
I have all this stuff. I'm telling you, I get the board. I can get the soundboard on the iPad. I guess, well, I do have, there's one that's closed. I don't know if it'll play, though. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
The hurricane.
Close enough.
I just don't ever know any Debbies who spell their name Debby.
Oh, come on. You know, see, now you're going to do that. And you're going to get comments.
I don't. I mean.
I have, let's see. No, there are a few. I'm trying to think if, yeah, there's a few that show up. We can just do a quick search. I don't know if I've got anybody on my, no, nobody that's mutual. Oh, a lot of mutual friends. Nobody that is actually a friend that spells it Debby. But there are a few. I have a few mutuals. Debbie Garcia, Caldwell Banker, Seaside. Who else?
Am I friends with her?
No.
Oh, you said mutual.
Well, I have 121 mutuals with her. Debbie Barnett's got 48 mutuals, and she went to Curritucket. Don't know her. Lives in Camden.
You might know her by her maiden name.
I probably said Debbie James. I got 8 mutuals. Let's see who. Anyway, yeah. So, no, you're right. Most everybody we know is IE. Well, we'll throw in the whole with me, because everybody called me Sammy, and it was IE, not Y. So that throws a loop for a lot of people. They don't quite grasp that. Never have.
Well, I never got calling you Sammy.
No, thank you. No.
I was like, yeah, I'll date you, but I can't call a grown man Sammy.
Stuck by and we got a few friends that are. Sammy works down at Jeanette's Pier. There's a few around here. So anyway, all right. Yeah. So yes, Debbie. No, I'm not going to be on the Weather Channel. Although I might have, I did tag them in the TikTok of that. Weather Nation already asked. They picked it up.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll see. But hey, you never know. Things do change. So it's Wednesday. It's just another Wednesday on the Outer Banks.
I know. It's really not bad. I mean, it's just a little bit of rain and wind.
It's nothing. I mean, it's just a rainstorm. We got worse rain
a couple weeks
ago. So far. We still got to get through Thursday and Friday. Things could change. So that's what we always say.
Well, it was good. I got home at 4:15. It was good, like crash and sleep for 2 hours. I was out.
Yeah, no, we would have had we'd already be done with the podcast, already be uploaded.
I know. I'm so tired. I was so tired. I think the weekend wore me out, and then coming straight back to working. So
yeah.
I mean, everybody does it, but I was just like, I am tired.
Yeah, we'll get into your trip to the Nutmeg State in today's show. Let's get the show started. All right. It's the Sam
and M
podcast, episode number 32. at samwalkerobxnews.com. Find us on your favorite podcast app, on YouTube, on Facebook, and make sure you are liking it. Make sure you like. Even if you just do a drive-by for 3 seconds, hit the like button. Manipulate that algorithm. Massage that algorithm. Okay? That helps a lot. Helps more than you can imagine. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. You hit the bell on the YouTube. That tells you when new episodes post. And anytime I throw something off the YouTube, like, I got to get that up on the YouTube, by the way. And share, like, and give us the 5-star reviews. We're presented by CoinJock Catering Company, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Crab Daddy 2024, Seafood and Wine Festival at Sanctuary Vineyards, Caribbean Pools and Spas, CMIT Solutions, the Outer Banks, and ToyotaTower.com. And Toyota's going to be we're going to talk about her later on in the show.
Yep.
All right. Shout-outs. You got shout-outs?
I have one. Well, first of all, lots of people were like, that unboxing was pretty cool. You really were surprised. I got lots of comments.
Oh, the unboxing, yes.
Not like messages, but I had several people be like, that was pretty cool. That was cool.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to last week's episode, I still have the box.
It's unboxed.
I surprised Emily by getting the Run Disney Virtual Series 2024, which we still have to do our 5Ks for. And you can't do them. It's just motivation. And that included medals. It included the cool snack bowl pins, the fake cheese, which Stephanie's getting.
Which was my other shout out because she was like, pretend cheese.
Pretend
but,
cheese.
And while we're on Stephanie, we are recording on Wednesday.
Yes.
But today is her birthday. And I just want to wish her
wonderful,
wonderful birthday. I love you. I'm sorry that the stuff that I ordered for your birthday off of Amazon is not here yet, but it will be. But anyway, I love you, and I can't wait to romp around Elizabeth City with you this weekend.
It was supposed to be delivered today.
It's supposed to be delivered yesterday when I ordered it. It said Tuesday.
Oh, I had got a notice Wednesday, and then it didn't show up. I hope it's not like splattered all over the side of I-64 between Ashland and here.
Was there an accident?
Was there an accident? When is there not one between here and Ashland? So, I don't know. Yeah.
So, anyway, happy birthday, Steph.
Yep. Of course, always like to give our shout-outs to our pal Justin Bateman, who has the OuterBanksThisWeek.com podcast, and Cap Marty, who's got the daily fishing reports, and his weekly stories, too, which you can find on all your favorite podcast apps, and OuterBanksThisWeek.com. And our pal Tony Lombardi at WalkingAngler.com, and there's a lot of other shout-outs. I need to be doing a better job of writing down, because there's stuff that pops up during the week, and then by the time we get to Wednesday night, I think I'm so brain-fried sometimes just trying to prep for the show. Alexa, mute. Alexa, clear notifications.
Okay, Sam, deleted your notification.
It's still creepy, isn't it?
Yeah,
when it tells your name. So anyway, but yeah, by the time we get to this point to do the actual show, I've done all the show prep. There is actual show prep that goes on, even though it doesn't sound like it. There is actual show prep that happens. Sometimes I do get a little burned out. So anyway, I'm going to do a better job. I try every week to do a better job of writing down different shots. Oh, I know one. Daniel Pullen.
Yeah.
I want to give Daniel Pullen a shout out. He got one of the Pelican Awards from the NC Coastal Federation this past week. And if you go to coastalreview.org, which is one of our content partners, at samwalkerobxnews.com, the Coastal Federation honors a group of people every year. This was Saturday night. It's their annual Pelican Award ceremony. It was down in Morehead City. And Daniel Pullen, who is one of the premier photographers on the Outer Banks, he actually did our family photo shoot down at Cape Hatteras Lighthouse long ago. Gosh, how many years ago has that been?
Probably
15 years? No, because Caroline wasn't that young. It's been 10 years. Yeah, it's got to be at least 10
The boys
years.
were up working. And
It was before your surgery.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
huge in this picture. Yeah, so probably 10, 12 years ago.
But Daniel got his exceptional efforts to inspire coastal stewardship through art and actions. I didn't know this. He comes from 9 generations of Cape Hatteras lightkeepers. He is a descendant of one of the Cape Hatteras lighthouse keepers. But yeah, if you haven't seen some of Daniel's work, It's great. He was recognized by Time in 2020 in its top 100 photos. Of course, that's the pool table photo we talk about from Dorian in 2019 of the waves breaking through one of the houses we walked by in Buxton. Underneath there, washing through the windows and onto the pool table. He also was a North Carolina Press Association Photographer of the Year in 2021. So congrats to Daniel Pullen, who got one of the Pelican Awards from the North Carolina Coastal Federation. So there's our shout-outs. So,
Gotcha.
All right. Let's thank some of our, of course, corporate champions, and that includes CoinJock Catering Company, looking to elevate that next event from ordinary to extraordinary. We'll look no further than CoinJock Catering Company, whether it's a corporate luncheon, a wedding reception, a family reunion, or holiday party, or any special occasion. CoinJock Catering Company will come to you with their on-site or drop-off catering, and you can hold your special event at their waterfront venue in CoinJock. Plus, there's the CoinJock Catering food trucks ready to serve their one-of-a-kind creations like the Redneck Egg Roll, Brisket Nachos, Bang Bang Shrimp, and more. All from the mobile kitchen when they pop up throughout the area. They were just at Manio down at the Pioneer Theater for one of their events last week.
Yum.
You can also find them at Moore's Farm Market in Barco Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 11 to 5:30, and of course with all the concerts they have there as well. And they're hiring still. You know, they've got those weekend hours, some weekdays available. You work catering events, hourly pay, plus tips depending on position. Book your CoinJock Catering Company event now by calling 704-502-8070 and like their Facebook page to find out their daily specials, when they're going to show up somewhere, and more info from CoinJock Catering Company. Oh, yes, and let's do this, because we want to put some special emphasis on this, because it is here. All the planning is done. All of the caftans and wigs have been ordered, and T-shirts and etc. and cool prizes have all been collected.
Well, they're not prizes. It's a
raffle,
silent auction.
Silent auction. Silent auction item.
So you got to pay for your prizes.
Yeah. Silent auction item. But it is here. It's this weekend. It's Roper Romp.
Yay! So come and knock on our door at the first Roper Romp through downtown Elizabeth City on this Saturday, August 10th, from 2 to 5 p.m., benefiting the Kelsey's Hope Foundation. Enjoy the downtown breweries and local establishments as we dress up as Mrs. Roper or any character from Three's Company. Romp around Elizabeth City and enjoy your favorite beverages. No ticket needed. Find the QR codes that will be posted at all the downtown sites to make your donation to Kelsey's Hope, providing hope to families that have children suffering from cancer by offering support for trips and gifts that might otherwise be unattainable, dedicated to raising awareness and funds to support childhood cancer research and support the education of healthcare providers with an annual nursing scholarship. For more details, search the Kelsey's Hope Roper Romp event page on Facebook.
All right, so do we want to tease some of the items that we got? All right, let's run through
first
those?
I'd like to say this. We're going to start at 2 o'clock at Seven Sounds Brewery.
Okay.
And at Seven Sounds is where we will have tables set up with silent auction items.
Okay.
We have a hotel stay at the beach.
Got a 2-night stay at the Hampton Inn Corolla.
With a little bit of a breakfast and a lunch or dinner possibility gift card. So 2 gift cards in there.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I'm trying to think what else.
Are you not wanting to say where they came from? Yep.
Well, Trulio's in...
Yes, Tulio's Bakery. I got a $50 gift certificate from Tulio's Bakery in Duck, and a $50 gift certificate from Duck Pizza. Now, everybody's like, well, why didn't you go Corolla? Well, the way things work out seasonally, because the hotel stay is set up to be used in the off-season. So, you just never know. I know Tulio's is open all year. Duck Pizza's open all year.
And they're good.
And they're so good. I was just at Duck Pizza for lunch today.
So there's that. There's a Taylor Swift basket filled with stuff. I haven't really looked at all the stuff in all the baskets, so I don't really know.
Right.
But there's lots of stuff. We have 2 tickets.
Yes, and we're going to talk about that next. 2 tickets to Crab Daddy.
Yes.
We're going to be in there as well.
So we have that. It's going to be auctioned off. So I really quick want to say, though, again, 2 o'clock Saturday at Seven Sounds. And then the establishments that there are several of the shops downtown will have up a QR code if you're shopping at any of them. Roots, the Pottery Place, the Elizabeth City Pizza, Sweet Easy, all of them have said they would put up a QR code for us. But for drinks, which is what I'm so excited about, Seven Sounds, Ghost Harbor, Juniper. She's gonna have a Mrs. Roper drink. I think it's gonna have gin or something,
Right.
Juniper, Two Souls Wine Bar, Pine and Porch.
Okay.
So
you're so confident about that.
No, you know why? Because I always want to say porch and pine, but it's pine and porch, and I have to stop my brain every time.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Pine and Porch, believe it or not, they have a I'm not a big beer drinker. I'm more of a wine drinker, but they have a what are they? I guess a cider.
Yeah,
they have a
cider.
blackberry cider that's really it's really good. And they have.
Are we getting a driver, by the way?
Oh no, we probably should.
Well, I've got to do pulls the next morning, so I'll be the driver. So I'll probably get to do one thing, and it's 3 hours,
Well, we might eat dinner over there afterwards.
Right.
So anyway, so we're gonna just romp around town, get drinks, support those businesses as they let us put out a QR code that you just literally scan and give a donation. So I'm really excited, and my caftan.
Yeah.
Is not the one that I'm wearing in the TikTok.
Oh, you pulled a fast one.
So wait till you
see
wait till you see the caftan.
Okay.
On Saturday. I'm a bit excited.
All right.
And yes, I'm a bit extra. But anyway, I'm excited. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we are looking forward to this, and hopefully you can join us. If you don't get a chance to see the QR code on the screen, we've got it on the socials as well. You can scan that QR code and make a donation, even if you can't come to the riverfront. All the proceeds go to Kelsey's Hope. And
yes.
We talk about Kelsey's Hope so much here on the show.
Yes.
And, so looking forward to it this Saturday. Also, as we mentioned, a chance to win tickets to Crab Daddy, because Crab Daddy's going to be coming out of sound here sooner than later. Once a year, Crab Daddy emerges from the Currituck Sound for a celebration of fresh seafood, local wines and beers, and showcase the best that Currituck and the Currituck Outer Banks have to offer. Catch them at Sanctuary Vineyards in Jarvisburg on Saturday, October 5th from 11:30 until 4:30. Tickets on sale now for $60 per adult at sanctuaryvineyards.com. That includes a signature Crab Daddy wine glass to keep and sample over 20 local wines. All you can eat steamed blue crabs and barbecue, an old school Currituck fish fry, plus all the sides and desserts thrown into. And there's live music, hay rides to the pumpkin patch, where you can pick pumpkin or gourd to exchange for special discounts and prizes. And there's the Crab Daddy Olympics. That includes the Great Sea Tuck Grape Stomp, the Crab Pot Shuffle, and the Crab Crawl Race, just to name a few. It's all the 2024 Crab Daddy Seafood and Wine Festival, Saturday, October 5th at Sanctuary Vineyards in Jarvisburg. Get your tickets now at sanctuaryvineyards.com. And don't forget, we got some listen to win opportunities coming up soon here on the Sam
and M
podcast. All right. Emily and I have been debating about this all week, whether or not I was going to bring it up on the show or do it as a separate standalone. I think I'm going, and she's had her reasons saying no. I've had my reasons saying yes. So I want to clear the air a little bit about what's been going on really for the last 2.5 years, and really for the last 3.5, almost 4 years. And what's gone on in the last week with my former place of employment and why I'm not on the radio anymore, and why Jody's not on the radio anymore. And those of you not familiar, Jody O'Donnell, longtime coworker and friend, good friend, and Jody, after 25 years at Beach 104, on Thursday was his last day. So what's gone on, and it's a long, convoluted story, and Emily's like, you can't get into the nuts and bolts of it.
Yeah, I told him. Cliff Note version.
Cliff Note version. So, essentially what happened was, and we've written about this in kind of vague terms only because, it's a legal matter. It's a business matter. We've written about it. It's a bankruptcy situation that has been drug out for over a year now, which is insane because those never happen. That never happens. But essentially what's happened is all 4 of those radio stations that were Jam Media properties where I worked until 2022 are off the air. Now, 3 of them have been off the air for anywhere from, 2 have been off the air. 1 has been off the air for almost 4 years now, which is insane. That's WCMS, 94.5 WCMS. Has been off the air, physically, not broadcasting for almost 4 years. 99.1, the sound's been broadcasting at such weak power you basically could hear it in Wanchese because of technical issues. 92.3 stayed on the air, and Beach 104 stayed on the air until a couple of months ago. And part of that bankruptcy situation was the founding owner bought the tower back and then kicked them off. Now, there's a whole thing there that I can go into, but I'll go into that in detail later. So that put 104.1, Beach 104, having to shift to 92.3 FM, which is a very weak signal. Then, this past week, as part of the bankruptcy, because the company that owned them, Jam Media Solutions, went from Chapter 11 to Chapter 7 bankruptcy, and Chapter 7 bankruptcy is liquidation, meaning sell them. Sell it off, give what money comes from it to the creditors, and Jam walked away free. So that's what happened there. Last week, part of that liquidation is that someone's bought 92.3 FM. It's staying local. The other stations, 99.1, there's an effort to buy it to keep it local. We don't know what's going to happen at 104.1. We don't know what's going to happen at 94.5. But what happened was someone came into this market who thought they could run the Outer Banks like you run things in New York City. Now, how many people have done that and failed massively? We're going to write books and teach college courses off what happened with this whole radio thing. How not to be a first-time radio station owner. But that's what happened, folks. Someone came in, thought they could do things like you do it in New York City in radio, and you can't do that. You cannot do that. And they found out. They effed around and found out. And that's what happened. Didn't keep up with maintenance like they should on equipment. Didn't pay their bills when they're supposed to. Didn't pay local contractors. Didn't pay somebody as simple as the fuel company for the generators. Weren't paying the power bills, weren't paying the internet bills on time, so you'd be trying to do your show, and all of a sudden, boom, you're off the air. You couldn't get show prep because you had no internet, and the streams are all down. All this different stuff. I walked away in 2021 because there was an opportunity that was presented, and kind of sought it out, and then walked away because was given the opportunity to walk away with no strings attached and no hard feelings. And I was like, okay, I'm gone. I took the opportunity I took. It was a great opportunity. That opportunity fell through, and here we are now with the podcast, with Sam Walker, obxnews.com. And 7 months later, sweat, blood, and tears, we're doing okay. It's getting better. Thank you, Debbie. That helps a little bit. Not going to lie.
Debbie with a Y.
Yeah, Debbie with a Y. But so what has happened, though, in the end is you've got a lot of great people who have been let down by someone who thought they knew what the hell they were doing, and they didn't know what they were doing, and really treated people poorly. Treated me good, I will say that. Treated us, when what happened to Jonathan very well, and was very generous at that time. But people like Moose, Mike Smith, who was our boss, was the best boss I ever worked for, treated him, treated so many people very, very poorly. Cap Marty, that's the reason Cap Marty left. Cap Marty, he literally was working for nothing, was working for free, wasn't getting paid like he was supposed to be getting paid because of this guy. Because this guy was taking the money and shuffling it elsewhere. Just so many bad business decisions, brought in some great managers, great people I worked with, over the last couple of years. And they've realized this is not going to work. But then the final straw was Jody was let go on Thursday. Doug Dino is still doing things there, keeping things running on the streams. But, yeah, those 4 stations are off the air. That's why they're off the air. I'll go into full detail about it soon, but I wanted to get that off my chest here on the show because a lot of people have been asking what happened, why did it happen. And Jody's said it. I mean, he's open. He's in a good place. He's got his real estate gig going on with Kingdom Real Estate. And he's got the trivia nights he's doing with Greg Smerdell at Radio Free Outer Banks and the trivia nights he's doing all over the area. So Jody's doing great. Don't worry about him. Doug's doing fine. He's got his music gigs. He's doing fine. I will say Lisa Brickhouse Davis, and who I've known since we were, would have been in 6th grade, and I would have been in 2nd grade or something like that. She's 4 years ahead of me. Or 8th grade and 4th grade. Anyway, from Providence in the youth group. Lisa and I talk. Lisa's working to try and get 99.1. I can tell. Yes, that is public knowledge. That is public knowledge. She is in an effort to get 99.1. And where it goes, where hopefully that happens, and we got some local ownership with some of these stations, and maybe all of them. So stay tuned. So there you go. I had to get that off my chest. So, all right. Thank you. She's over here like, I've heard this 100 times now. But not everybody has.
That was a shortened version, but I was concerned.
The long version, it's coming. It's coming. When it's all said and done, it's coming. So, all right. And speaking of which, let's see here. We'll do this. We'll do some shameless self-promotion now. Well, you've asked for it. Now it's here. You can now pay your founder status on an annual basis at samwalkerobxnews.com. Great way to show your support for me, and in return get a 10% discount on the monthly fee. For just $129, you're supporting journalism as unique as the Outer Banks. Reduced transaction fees help me create quality content faster and guarantee your access for the next 12 months. For existing members, just go to the managed memberships on Patreon and look for samwalkerobxnews.com. New members, just go to samwalkerobxnews.com and click the join button. But hurry, the 10% discount as a founder with annual status is only available for a limited time at samwalkerobxnews.com.
All right. Harlow Photography.
Yes, thank you, Harlow Photography.
Who she is super excited. Grandbaby got here from Texas
that's
today.
Right. Yes.
So enjoy that grandbaby time.
Yeah.
So thanks to Harlow Photography. There's still some summer left, and it's still the perfect time to capture those precious family moments or celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025 with stunning senior photos. Update your family album or mark this milestone with a session that reflects your unique story. But hurry, limited slots are still available. Don't miss out on preserving these unforgettable memories. Book your session now before it's too late. Contact Harlow Photography today at sharlowphotography.com, like Stephanie Harlow Photos on Facebook.
All right.
Yay.
Let's click this, and more of this coming up. Ready to dive into something new? Caribbean Pools and Spas, the official pool and spa service company of the Sam & M podcast, is now hiring service professionals for the 2024 season and beyond. Caribbean Pools and Spas is looking for dedicated individuals who enjoy being outdoors and want to create unforgettable experiences for our customers. With outstanding pay, instant incentives, flexible weekly schedules, hands-on training, and full support from the great Caribbean Pools and Spas management team that'll back you up. Routes are available right now from Corolla to South Nags Head and everywhere in between. Call today, 252-480-2900. That's 252-480-2900. Or drop an email to alex@caribbeanobx.com. That's alex@caribbeanobx.com. Whether you're an experienced pro or just starting out, Caribbean is the best pool and spa service company to work for on the Outer Banks. I should know. I work for them too and love it. Join our team and make a splash with the official pool and spa service company of the Sam & M podcast Caribbean Pools and Spas. All right. AccuWeather just asked to use the video.
All right.
Well, here's what stinks. I'm looking on Twitter, which I still have to be on that.
I had a guy on TikTok she did a whole Twitter thing. She's like, I think it was a guy. Yes, it will always be Twitter. I don't care. I'm calling it Twitter for the rest of my life.
It will always be Twitter. I love the fact that I can still do it. I still got it, folks. I've already got like 120 likes on it. So, that's what it always takes whenever this stuff happens around here. So.
Got to use it to your advantage.
Yeah, now if I could just monetize that. Because I'm not be able to monetize the Facebook video because I put the music on it. Facebook, come on. I picked a track that you recommended when I uploaded the video, and then you're not letting me monetize it? Please.
They know what they're doing.
God, come on. Come on, just kick me a few pennies there,
If
Zuckerberg.
you became a creator on TikTok, you could probably get paid.
Well, it's on TikTok. We'll see.
We'll see
Where maybe it goes. All right. Okay. You are back from another run.
Yes, Connecticut.
Number 24.
Yes. Ruby, Amy, Stacy, and Emily hit the big old town of New London, Connecticut. We left Friday morning about 7:30, pulled into the restaurant in New Lyme, Connecticut, which was about 10 minutes from where we stayed.
Everything's a new and a nor and a west and
yes,
up there in Connecticut.
It just tells me that the new Americans were not real creative when they got here, is what it tells me. They're like, yeah, this looks like London. We'll just call it New London.
Well, just remember, they got here before they went there.
Oh, okay.
All right?
Okay.
They came here first.
Okay.
Then they ended up there. Don't let that Plymouth Rock Gardens taint your American history.
So anyway, we got there. We went to a place called Flanders, I think it was.
You didn't tell me that.
I think it's called Flanders.
Was it? Why? Oh, diddly do? Is that what was? Come on. I mean, that's just begging for Simpsons references all night.
I do think.
Was it Flanders? Okay, let's.
It was.
Oh, you know what? Why am I'm sitting here.
Flanders Fish Market.
Flanders. Oh, there's an original. Flanders Fish Market.
Well, Flanders was good.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm. I got a crab cake.
Shocking.
I know. I love a crab cake, y'all. I love a crab cake.
She does love a crab cake. That's not gonna.
Yeah. But we've been traveling all day. Right. First of all, we did fine until we got to like.
I'm gonna pull up some of the pictures. Go ahead.
New Jersey, maybe like outside.
On the turnpike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprise.
It took us forever to get through New York City, obviously. Yeah. On a Friday afternoon.
The George Washington Bridge. Yeah, that can be.
Yeah, and then like you get into Connecticut, and it was just as bad. I mean, it was like the last three hours was kind of like miserable, but we made it, and we were starving. Had to wait only like 10 or 15 minutes, so of course I got a Prosecco. I think I deserved it after that, but
that's breakfast.
Then we ordered
the sangria was breakfast on Sunday. Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was dinner at the pasta place on Saturday.
Look,
when we go on these trips, y'all, the food part is just as important as the running part.
That's right.
All
right, so Friday
we
night.
got onion rings because we were all starving, and those, of course, were fried. And then I didn't realize that the crab cakes were fried. I thought they were broiled. I don't know. I'm used to getting broiled. I don't know. So it was a lot of grease.
Yeah.
It was a lot of grease.
Okay.
Very good. And then Amy had to add hand-cut French fries to her order, and those were freaking amazing. So anyway, but got up the next morning. You went down to a park. It was right on the beach in New London. Mm-hmm. And it was such a cool vibe. It was a free race, but you had to bring food to donate to their local food pantry. And they had a box truck there. They had huge, like, those watermelon things like when you go to Walmart and get a watermelon
crates. Yeah,
watermelon, they had huge boxes there.
Right.
People were taking food. It was 102 feel like weather.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, you did get. Yeah.
It was very humid. But I did really good. I set my pace at because I didn't train. I set my pace to do 30, 45. I ran like the first 3 minutes and then I did like that's my warm up, quote unquote. And then I did 30, 45 and I really stuck with it until mile 9.3. And then I stopped to get water. They had good water stations the whole way, but it was just water, nothing else.
Right.
And this lady's like, you need some Noon. Like I hadn't talked to her. I hadn't seen her. And she's like putting Noon into my water cup. I'm like, do I look miserable? But then we walked and talked for like a mile.
I like this one. I got up on the screen right now, the No Time for Walking, which is on the forehead of Christopher Walken at one of the somebody's water stop.
That was like the
cool.
last water stop.
That was funny.
And then after that, like I'm horrible. Once I stop, I'm done. Like I cannot get back into the groove of doing 30, 45. So along the way, at this point, there's a lot of us walking back and forth, talking, meeting different people or whatever. And I was talking to this one girl and we turned the corner and you can see the finish line.
Oh, there's Landers.
And she's like, let's run. We got to do this. We got to run. And I was like, I started to run and from my toes all the way up to like past my knee, everything cramped. Like my toes were curling in. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. And these two ladies who had finished and they were much older than I am. They were like, you got this, you got this. And the one had on flip flops and she ran with me to, she like, we're doing this, run, we're doing this. I was like, So I get through, finish it. Cause I mean, it hurt so bad. I just was like, it was just painful. Right. But get through. Amy and Ruby had already done. They were right there cheering for me. And the lady who gave us our medal, she's like, look, we have a hose right there. You need to go straight underneath it. We're telling everyone, encouraging everyone to cool off. And along the race, they were like, I tell you, you didn't go a mile without two people having a hose out for you. And even for those in the back, they did not stop. They were there. But, anyway, the after race was a little disappointing. When you're the last person, those people have been volunteering since before the crack of dawn, and they're ready to go. So, like, Amy had a Coke. I was like, where'd you get the Coke? And they had no Coke. I got some water. And then they had soup. It's so freaking hot. And I was like,
what?
They had soup.
Okay.
So
well, of course, you're not. Yeah.
I don't like soup, period. But I was like, I'll get some oyster crackers. Come on,
it's New England. Clam chowder?
But those were the best oyster crackers I've ever had in my whole life.
Oyster crackers? That should be the last of them.
But then they started doing, it was cool because they did wait to do the announcing of the winners.
Oh.
So like the female winner, I think she was like 15, 16. One did 13.1 miles in an hour. And I feel like it was an hour and 32 minutes.
Right.
Hour
and 32
for 13.1.
Go ahead.
But let me preface this with, I keep telling people I'm going to keep doing this until I'm like 100. So I may win my my age group just because I'm the only one in my age group. But this isn't going to happen in Connecticut because the woman 60 to 64 who won it, an hour and 44 minutes.
Good gosh.
She's 15 years older than me and ran it only like 10, 12 minutes slower than a teenager.
All right, so the winner was 134?
I think it was 134.
What her pace was?
Like 7 something.
7:10.
Yeah, I know.
And what was the one who won the age division?
The age division for 60 to 64 was like 144. I mean, she did it like in 8 minutes.
7:56 pace.
That's insane. And I'd like to point out that it was still,
sorry, folks,
feels like 102 degrees. But afterwards we went to this great, it was fun. We laughed and we had a good time. And I thought it was impressive to be able to see the different people get up there. The guy who won it, I can't remember what his time was, but he had not a freaking ounce of fat on his body.
Yeah,
and
of course.
he just every muscle. I mean, you know, when you train. I think I did it in 3:29.
Yeah, you're 16.
I was doing,
you were 16 you were 16-minute pace.
Sam text. He's like, "Hey, next time, why don't you aim to be the last person?" Because there were like 10 people who came in behind me. I was like, "Just shut up." But I did it.
I didn't want to say that they may have started and not finished. I don't.
Just
ninth.
No, when I came through,
Look,
they had
well, see, but we've talked about that because there is the whole DAL Dead Ass Last crew that try to finish. They start last and then try to pass as many of the people.
There was one guy I
but
know
there's
at
people,
the beginning.
there are people who try to be
I mean,
Yeah.
I have mad respect. I have
You're out
mad
there.
respect for the people who get it done, especially in under 2 hours, 2.5,
Right.
2:15. But I have respect for those of us who are out there just doing it just to
No, I do.
start and finish it. And
When-
so I'm proud of myself. I did it.
Oh.
I met some really cool people along the way,
Right.
and
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was cool. I
Okay.
thought it was cool.
All right. So
Then we went and got some ice cream at this awesome dairy.
I didn't see pictures of the ice cream.
I don't think I put it up there, but it was so good. And then of course I have to have like some potato chips and some local soda,
Salt.
lime soda.
Uh-huh.
That was too sugary, but anyway, then we just went and really hung out at the Airbnb. We did get to laughing because the Airbnb said it was beachfront. And so the night when we got there, we're like, well, it's night, maybe we're just missing it. And the next morning we're like, we're in the woods. Like, where's beachfront? And Amy was like texting or sent a message to the lady later in the day because it said beachfront. We had a beach pass. I was like, well, there's sand. It was very bizarre, but there was sand in the refrigerator. Caroline would not have approved of the. There were a couple things. I'm like, Caroline
that
would
definitely
have not
got you a
approved of
bad
this.
review in the OBX Facebook
Which
group
we
right
didn't
now.
do that. There were a
know.
few things though. Like I was like, maybe. But anyway, we're like, where's this beach? And it said there's also a boat ramp.
Uh-huh.
So, and it said down the hill. So we literally just went out the driveway, down the hill, and then you turned right, and there's another hill. And there's like it looked like a super long double wide up tall. So I feel like it's probably like a place where people in that community can go, like their clubhouse.
Yeah.
And then they had like all these canoes and kayaks and stuff there, which I'm sure people in the community just leave theirs there and then can go. But can put into this water here. But it wasn't a beach by any means. And there was like big railroad trellises.
Mm-hmm.
So we like drove down there. Amy and them walked down there. No one could figure it out. So Amy sent the lady a message. She's like, it's right there. It's just down the hill. And we just left the beach. And we're like, okay. Well, at this point, we just went ahead and we just relaxed on the porch for the afternoon and went to this great place. I can't tell you what town it was in, but it was an old pasta shop.
Paul's pasta shop. Yes,
and like,
pull it up here on the screen.
when you place your order, like they already have the dough made, but your pasta is made for your order. So they pull it out of the refrigerator. You want fettuccine, they put it through the fettuccine. Like, and those machines look like from the 1950s. Like, It was so cool. It was hot as Hades in there, and for me to say it was hot is crazy.
AC.
No,
That's
AC.
New England.
There was one little AC unit on the other side of the place. Got a salad with their homemade creamy ranch. It was creamy garlic. It was amazing. And then their bread. I don't even know how you can make. I mean, how you can make that the best bread I've ever had in my life. It was. The sangria we ordered, and I just when I read
Senor Sangria.
Yeah, when I ordered it, I read bottle, but in my head I thought it meant like a glass, a carafe. I don't know. I had
You got the bottle.
and we got a bottle, and it had a twist top, and then a bowl of orange slices. And I was like, sorry guys, I'll pay for it, whatever. I mean, I figure we're getting like Food Lion sangria, you know. Oh my gosh, no. It was amazing. It was so good, and those orange the orange was real good, and Amy looked it up, and it's like a small winery. You have to order it. You can't buy it anywhere. We would have to order it.
Oh, okay.
So I definitely want to order some.
Small batch. All right.
But yeah, so that was good, and then we went back, and Amy hunted a lady down outside who was walking her dog, and she's like, "Where's the beach?" And she's like, "Well, you got to go right here, left here, do this stuff." Mind you, in the welcome book, it says down the hill. So the next morning, as we're leaving to go to town, Amy's like, let's go find this. Well, it was left, right, up about 4 hills, down one big hill, and it was probably a postage stamp.
Okay.
I mean, it was really, really small.
Was it on the river or was it on the Long Island Sound? You wouldn't know.
I would have no idea.
Well, basically, I mean, that's, because you're in the Long Island Sound. You're not actually, Connecticut is not on the Atlantic Ocean. It's on the Long Island Sound. Long Island is between the Atlantic Ocean and,
Okay, well, geography, Sam, I have no idea. But then we hit a bakery.
You totally forgot what you used to call me, Rand McNally.
Yeah, Mr. Rand McNally for sure. So we left, but we did hit a bakery up on the way. Best bagel I've ever had.
Yeah, you're the only one who got the bagel. I noticed that with the breakfast when you sent the picture. You're the one with the bagel. Everybody else has got the bun going on there, but they look good. That bagel does look amazing. Wow,
and
a lot of poppy seeds.
Yeah, and we made it home in.
Don't take a drug test.
10 hours versus 12. So New York was not hard to get around. So it was fun.
Sunday morning you're going. You caught that right.
At one point, this is probably more than anyone wants to know, but at one point we were driving up on Friday and we had just gotten off of 13 and we were, hitting the 65. We're going.
Getting on Delaware 1. Yeah.
Yeah. And the girls are all talking and I'm like, wow, something weird's going on. My head's buzzing. I'm always cold. Always cold. And I'm starting to sweat like in my elbows and my back. And I just can't focus. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, I'm having a stroke and I have my friends in the car. What am I going to do? Like I'm having a panic attack on top of whatever else is going on. So they were asking me, they're like, so Dr. Walker, what do you think about this? Why do we give amoxicillin, whatever? It was an amoxicillin question. And I was like, y'all, I think I'm going to pull off the road. I don't feel good. And I'm like, maybe my sugar's dropping. Does anyone have any chocolate or anything? And luckily Stacy did have some of the most amazing brownies. But we pull off the road and I just pull off the exit and don't even go to like a parking lot, just literally pull off the road. And we get driving, Amy's driving. And she's like, now say what happened? I start to cool down or calm down. And I tell her, she goes, my friend, you just had a hot flash. I was like, what? She's like, you just had a hot flash. I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, they'll get to the point where you feel like you're burning from hell from the inside out. So who knows?
Oh,
who knows? But I really was panicked.
Dramatic hamster has hit.
Lucky you if that's what's getting ready to start happening. But I was panicked. I didn't know what was going on. So anyway, but we had a good time. We did it. Came back, started Hal Higdon. Our next race is in Kentucky. October 12th.
Urban Bourbon in Louisville.
And I think there's like 6 of us from here going, and we're meeting up with 2-3 more people. I think there's 9 or 10 of us going to that.
All right, so I have inquired. I was talking to our pals in Iowa yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, because they were talking on their show about the weight loss drugs. I was like, I gotta call in on this because they're way in on it. Oh yeah, okay. You're not gonna let that one go. I'm not letting that go.
That's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke that deserves one of these. Okay. So I called it, but then I got talking about us and what you were doing, and we haven't been able to find an Iowa because I want to go to the Iowa one because I want to meet these guys face to face and go hang out with them at the station and all. So they did say that the Quad Cities has a half marathon that goes, and you've already done Illinois, but it does Illinois and Iowa. Would that count? Because Quad Cities are on the Mississippi River, and so you go across the Mississippi.
Just do the Iowa one. I mean, I assume you can just sign up. Like when they have these races, there's all kinds of circuits that have like a, hey, we're going to do 4 in this series or 4 of these, but you can usually just pick the one you want to do.
Y'all have not chosen your half yet for Iowa.
Not for Iowa.
All right. So
I'm going to have to take it to a vote with the girls if you're allowed to go with us. It'll have to go to vote.
Well, I mean, because there's like a bunch of them actually. Okay. Dubuque, Cedar Rapids. Cedar Rapids will be close enough to Iowa City.
I can't believe Iowa City doesn't have one.
I was surprised by that too, but I have not found one in Iowa City. Let's see. I'm looking at some of the towns: Des Moines, Harper's Ferry, Polk City, Clinton. Oh,
I'm really surprised. Close. Like we're doing one in Nashville. Listen to me. I've got that. St. Jude's is in Nashville, right? No, St. Jude's is in Memphis.
St. Jude's is in Memphis.
So in December, we're doing St. Jude's, and that you run through the hospital, like you basically run through their campus.
I was about to say, run up down the halls?
No, you run through their campus. But the staff and I think the patients kind of get to the windows, and it's a big deal.
December 7th.
And it raises money for them.
Oh my gosh, it's on Pearl Harbor Day. Yeah.
So I'm surprised they don't have something like, because they have their children's hospital there.
Oh, yeah, that one where they do the wave into the first quarter and all the football games. It's become like this really cool thing. But anyway. There is not one. I mean, I'm looking at on runningintheusa.com, and I don't see one in Iowa City. I never hear them talk about. Well, let's see. Maybe there's. All right, find a race, Iowa City 2024-25. We want to find one. Anyway, no. Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, Des Moines. Yeah, there's none in Iowa City. So, which is really surprising. That's okay.
Aunt Debbie just sent me a picture of the gift that keeps on giving, just like Jonathan, and it's his breakfast cake. I think it might be their dinner.
Oh, the breakfast cake. Yeah, we didn't. The
She has
breakfast
some
cake.
left
She got some. All right. Final part of this segment. We are at 50. So do we want to do this week, or we want to push it off to next week?
We can push it off to next week.
Okay, let's push it off to next week because I think we can figure out a better way to do it. I think we should have done it online.
So we'll just tease it for a minute.
Okay, yeah.
Let me I wanted to pull it up. No, I just wanted to pull it up what I'm doing.
Okay. I've got the one I did over here. It's called Love 5, number 5.
No. I want to explain why we're doing that.
Oh, okay. All right. That we will do next week. Yes. Okay.
Okay. So Toyota Towler.
Yep.
Had posted a reel, and she said, if you're someone who needs, and I had shared it, to accept parts of yourself that you've been rejecting, to set healthy boundaries, to work on your goals, to have meaningful connections, understand and build your self-worth, then you're invited to join my monthly group coaching. Self-love and manifestation, weekly coaching where we grow and manifest together in a safe place where you feel safe. And then it goes on, all these things that you do. And I had really looked at it, was like, I would like to do that. Unfortunately, it was going to be meeting like on Mondays at 4. And I had said, with my work schedule, I just can't commit to a month of Mondays with that. So she had sent me a private message and said, well, hey, I've had a couple people say that. Would you do 8 p.m. on Mondays? I was like, that's perfect, because even if I work, I'm home by 8. That's not a problem. So I had signed up for it.
Right.
And it started this past Monday. And then I was the only person who signed up for the 8 after other people were like, oh, if you had a different time.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, what do you think? Do you think Sam would like to do it? And I had asked you, like I don't think you understood what I was asking, because you were just kind of like, oh, I don't know why I would do that, because you had already worked with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked you again, and you were like, yeah, I'll do it. So Monday was our first session, and lots of things came out of it. And we some of our homework included doing these 2 tests.
Yeah, one is called 5lovelanguages.com. Now they have a pay one, but there's a free one that you can do as well.
So, and then there was another one. Hold on, y'all. I got it here. I had it right at my fingertips. I should have written it in front of me instead of this. The other test was, that she wanted us to do is attachment style. So anyway, we thought it'd be fun to discuss our love language and, the attachment style.
Right.
We haven't done that. I did it, but you have to pay. So to get your response. So
I was thinking we should have done this on the show. So next week.
Yeah, next week. But anyway, even just the first hour, and it ended up being an hour and 50 minutes because go figure, you and I talked too long.
Yeah.
Was really eye opening to some things. So anyway, and
it was.
She was very understanding, and I really love her, and I'm excited to spend the next 3 weeks trying to kind of get life in order and figure out some things.
Right.
So anyway, we'll talk about that next week, but that's just kind of what it was.
Right. And that does segue us into saying thanks to Toyota Towler at toyotatowler.com. And there you are. I'm going to get the music because I got her up on the screen here. Ready to rise above the competition and lead with confidence, influence, and vision? Toyota Towler offers one-on-one coaching to become the best version of yourself, so that no matter what happens on the outside, you become unshakable on the inside. Toyota's guided me through the journey of creating Sam Walker OBX News, avoiding the pitfalls startups face while keeping me focused on being the best reporter and entrepreneur that I can be. Whether you're a business person, a leader, or a rising leader, you're invited to have a conversation with Toyota to see if you're the type of person she can empower to go to the next level, whatever that looks for you. Don't wait. Schedule your 30-minute clarity call today and learn more about Toyota, who's right here on the Outer Banks. She's local at toyotatowler.com. That's TEUTATOWLER.com. Success starts with effective leadership, and that starts with Toyota's leadership coaching. So thanks to her for being a help to us in more ways than one.
And then thanks to Miles Carpet Cleaning, Summertime means fun time and in and out of the house all the time, and your carpets, rugs, and upholstery are showing it. Call Miles Carpet Cleaning and get it all looking and smelling fresh like a summer morning. Serving Currituck and the Outer Banks, the Miles Carpet Cleaning family has been cleaning things up on both sides of the water for the last 8 years. Their $99 special can't be beat. Get 3 rooms and a hallway scented cleaned to perfection, including an orange scent carpet deodorizer and Scotch Guard for just $99 from Miles Carpet Cleaning. Call now, 252-207-6707. Find more great offers by following Miles Carpet Cleaning on Facebook. Robert Miles and his family will take care of you like you're one of the family. Forget the rest. Call the best. Miles Carpet Cleaning, 252-207-6707. That's 252-207-6707.
And thanks to CMIT of the Outer Banks. When it comes to managing your business, it's important to have the right technology. That's why CMIT works to help businesses. Short for Completely Managed Information Technology, CMIT offers everything a business needs. Their services include tech support, computer and server security, cloud backup, secure Wi-Fi, business phones, and more. With CMIT's help, your technology will stay up and running. For more information, go to CMITOBX.com. Didn't even get into the fact that the Halloween decorations are now up at Magic Kingdom. They went up on right in the middle of Debbie. Yes, they did on Monday.
Oh,
they were
Lord.
putting them. They were up on Monday when everybody was in the parks and ooh, it's tropical storm. Ooh, and, because the hurricane stayed out in the Gulf, missed. It rain and wind. It was like, okay, it's 3:00. What does it do at 3:00 in Orlando? Rain and wind. Pretty much the same thing. So, all right, let's go for a run.
The Hatteras Island Cancer Foundation's 5K race is returning for its 21st year on Saturday, October 12th at Connecticut Shores in Avon. This year's event is being held in honor of Donna Peel, a beloved founding member of the Hatteras Island Cancer Foundation, who lost her own battle with breast cancer last October. The cost to join in the 5K is $25 in advance and $30 on the day of the race. Children 12 and under are 15. Children in strollers are free. The price includes this year's HICF 5K t-shirts and awards. Register now and get more details at hicf.org.
Race on the Runway is Saturday, October 5th at the Currituck Airport, catering to all ages and fitness levels. Got the Tarmac 10K, the First Flight 5K, and the Taxi Trot 1 miler. It's all part of the Currituck Plains and Plows event and the Currituck Sheriff's Community Night Out. Got the details for you at samwalkerobxnews.com. Just search Run on the Raceway.
All right. And OBX Running Company, 5K 1 milers. Lighthouse, every Wednesday, 8 a.m. through 9/11. Whalehead Club in Corolla. Last beach run of the season, Thursday, August 22nd, 8 a.m. at Epstein Beach Access in Nags Head. Final Village of Nags Head run of the season, Thursday, August 15th, 8 a.m. behind the Outer Banks Mall. Connecticut Shores in Avon concludes for the season this Friday, August 9th at 8 a.m. Sun Realty in Avon. Get all the info at obxrunningcompany.com.
The OBX Running.
Excuse me.
Yes, like the Ohio State University, because they make a big the OBX Running.
Sorry.
Company.com. Outer Banks sporting events. They got the Outer Banks Triathlon coming up on Saturday, September 14th. The Another Round 25K on Saturday, October 19th at Jockeys Ridge State Park. The Town Bank Outer Banks Marathon and Half Marathon. That's on November 8th through the 10th. And all the details on those events at obxse.com.
And then the Barrier Island Group Labor Day Lighthouse 5K, Monday, September 2nd at 7:30 a.m. at the Cape Hatteras Light Station in Buxton. The first 200 registrants receive a commemorative shirt, eco-friendly reusable cup, and finisher medal. Second annual Holiday Hustle 5K on Saturday, December 7th. Twilight 5K at Fort Raleigh National Historic Site, the north end of Roanoke Island, and finishes at the Elizabethan Gardens with a post-race party inside the Garden Winter Lights display. Registration and details at barrierislandgroup.com.
Show 32, and she's still a half mile from the mic.
Ooh.
All right. And finally, the Coast Guard Marathon registration opens this Saturday at midnight, August the 10th. I am going to stay up to register because I want to do the challenge. Now, the 5th annual Coast Guard Marathon will be in Elizabeth City. It's on March 7th through the 9th. They have got all kinds of activities already scheduled. Get it on the book there. Includes a full marathon, a half marathon, a 5K, and a kids 1K fun run. Plus, what I'm going to do, which is the 5K and half. They've got the 5K and full. I'm a little disappointed they don't have a 5K half and full challenge. And they have a junior 1K, 5K, Semper Paratus challenges. There's virtual options too. Now, this was pretty cool when I was looking on the website today and found this. Registration opens October 1st for the in-person Satellite Coast Guard 5Ks in Charleston, Boston, Long Beach, California, Alameda, California, Kodiak, Alaska, Honolulu, Guam, and Bahrain. These will all take place between January and May. So if you go to coastguardmarathon.com, and you'll see those details about what I thought was pretty cool. They're doing these satellite races at all of the major Coast Guard locations.
Cool.
That is pretty cool. I mean, I'm a little surprised they don't do it in New London since the Coast Guard Academy there, but maybe that's what they're saying Boston, because they didn't have any details. Well, Boston's a little bit farther away from New London than that. Providence is closer, but yeah.
I'm working that weekend, so.
You are working that weekend.
I am.
You're not going to swap?
Well,
You've already done.
Okay, so I was going to do that, but I had swapped the weekend before with the last week in February with Jenny, so I could go to Disney. So I've already made a
last
swap.
weekend because Princess is the weekend before the Coast Guard.
No, it's like 2 weekends before.
Oh,
But I've had to swap.
You've had to swap to make
already.
everything work for Princess. Oh, that's okay. All right, I get it. I mean, not like I can't go do it myself. Jeez, I got to do the Walt Disney World in January myself.
Yeah,
Walt Disney World half.
that out.
But I think I would. But I am surprised there isn't a 5K. No, they can't do that. You know why? The half and full happen at the same time. They both start at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why. Because I would think that would be cool if you could do the half on do 5K on Friday, half on Saturday, and the full on Sunday. Do the 3 challenge, which we do at Disney. But it makes sense why the half and full. I mean, trying to close that many roads. So anyway, all right. It just really, it seriously dawned on me as I'm sitting here thinking that's why there's not a 5K half and full challenge.
Right.
But no, I'll do the 5K and half.
Okay.
All right. All right. What we got coming up this week or right now at samwalkerobxnews.com. The Theater of Dares winding down the summer with the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged. Wednesdays nights, August 14th, 21st, and 28th, showtime 7:30 at the Theater of Dare in Kitty Hawk.
Only a few weeks left to see The Lost Colony this season, Monday through Saturday, 8:30 p.m. through August 24th, Waterside Theater at Fort Raleigh National Historic Site on Roanoke Island, celebrating Virginia Dare's 437th birthday on 2 nights, Sunday, August 17th and Monday, August 19th, which will include performances using live babies in the role of the first English child born in the New World on both nights.
Yep, they split it up because the August 18th is on a Sunday, and they don't perform on Sunday. They're dark on Sunday, so yeah.
Tracy Stum, they went this week.
Yeah, they did. Saw that.
She said she'd
First
never
time she'd
been
been
there. Yeah.
All right, the weekly Avon Farmers Market's going on every Tuesday through September the 10th.
The town of Kill Devil Hills First Flight Farmers Market is at Aviation Park. Concludes for the summer this Tuesday, August 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Crawl Wild Horse Fund every Wednesday this summer has the Mustang Mornings at the farm from 10 to 2 at the Betsy Dowdy Equine Center in Grandy.
The Tri-Villages Market at Camp Hatteras Campground in Waves on Wednesdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. through September 25th.
The Soundside Summer Markets and the Soundside Event Site in Nags Head. Those go on every Wednesday through August the 21st from 9 until 1.
The award-winning Town of Manio's Downtown Market every Saturday through September 14th at George Washington Creek Park in downtown Manio from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Corolla Cork and Craft, that's on Wednesday evenings or at the Whalehead Club through September the 11th.
Acoustic Sunset Wind Down with live music and food trucks every Thursday through September 26th at Sanctuary Vineyards. Proceeds benefit a variety of nonprofit organizations.
You got Dowdy Park with the Farmers Market in Nags Head each Thursday through August the 29th.
Wright Brothers National Memorial, in partnership with the First Flight Society, will celebrate National Aviation Day on Monday, August 19th, at the park and the Dare County Regional Airport. In addition to free entrance for the day and ranger-led educational programs, the park will stay open late for a special viewing of Disney's Up on the lawn of the Visitor Center.
You want to go? Look at your calendar.
I'm working.
Next Monday, the 19th?
Mm-hmm.
Of course you are.
I know.
All right. COA invites the community for a day of music, food, and fun at Music Fest 2024. Will be at the College of the Albemarle's Performing Arts Center in Elizabeth City. It's an all-day event, great lineup of talented artists, an exciting car show, and various activities for the families. And next week is...
There's not a date. What date is that?
That's August the 24th. August 24th. I know. I was editing it and forgot to put that line in there. So August the 24th. It's right after school opens.
Okay.
And the Pirates Cove, they got the Billfish Tournament coming up this week. The Alice Kelly Ladies Tournament, the largest in the world. That is on Sunday. The weather looks a lot better than it did even yesterday. It's going to be a little bumpy. And then, of course, the full Pirates Cove Billfish Tournament, that kicks off on Tuesday next week, runs through Friday. If you've never been to that, you want to show up between 3 and 4 for the weigh-ins. Now, one thing about this, it's not a tournament like what's going on in Ocean City right now, where they will bring catches to the dock, but that's not the focus. It's not like the Big Rock where they bring those 800, 900 pound marlin to the dock. You're going to see tuna, you're going to see wahoo, you're going to see dolphin. Occasionally there'll be a big blue marlin. It's a release-focused tournament, but it's pretty cool to still be around there and check out some of the stuff. And when a big fish is caught, when they have to keep one, a blue marlin, it's a pretty big deal. So anyway, and then they have a dinner, they have live music and all that stuff. It's actually a pretty cool thing to go to.
My partner Jenny does it every year.
She does the Alice Kelly, which is always a lot of fun.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because they decorate the boats and they all come in and decorate.
Well, let's just admit they're all wearing bikinis. Come on.
Okay. Anyway, but if you've not been to that, it's actually a fun event to go to in the evenings with the dinner. The food's always great. Bass Nights caters it, and it's really good. So anyway, all right, that's gonna do it for this show, number 32 of the Sam
and M
podcast. And it's been brought to you by Coin Jock Catering Company, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Crab Daddy 2024 Seafood and Wine Festival at Sanctuary Vineyards, Caribbean Pools and Spas, CMIT Solutions, the Outer Banks, and ToyotaTower.com. Can't wait to see all of y'all at the Roper Romp on Saturday.
Yes, I'm so excited.
I am going to probably shameless promote the hell out of myself at that. Give out a whole box of business cards, the podcast, all that stuff. We'll do that.
And listen, if we haven't met you in person and you see us, I want to meet everybody. So I want people to come that listen and we don't know. Right. So face to face. So come on. Come on.
It has been pretty cool. We've had people reaching out to us now that we're like totally shocked that they're listening. So.
Right.
And
yes,
hey,
shocked.
Yeah, shocked. Make sure you're telling the others that you know. That's why we say like, so more people see us. Manipulate, massage that algorithm by liking the show, following, subscribing, hitting the bell, and sharing and doing all that stuff. Can't say it enough. It really does help. You can find us again on your favorite podcast app, on YouTube, and on Facebook. So if you like the audio version better than looking at us, we get it.
Do it.
Totally understand. We're all out there. It's all over there. 5 stars. Interact with us and give us your thoughts, your topics for future episodes, your shout-outs. We want to give you the shout-outs at samwalkerobxnews@gmail.com. Please DM us on the socials. That's the best way to get the shout-outs in there. All right. Hopefully we will be not dealing with storm stuff the next couple of days, and we'll be having fun at the Roper Romp on Saturday. All right?
That's right. See y'all.
All right. We'll see y'all next time on the Sam
and M
podcast. Bye.